So a web service enables you to instantiate an object over a network and then get information from that object or have the object do something by calling one of its methods or something like that. But unless you want to get into all of that complexity, if you're just going to get information from, for instance, some kind of API from Yahoo or Amazon or eBay or Google, if you just use their REST services, then it's a lot easier to get structured XML and then process it. Let me show you how easy it is to do this. What I'm going to use is a service from Yahoo called Search Web Services, and basically all you have to do is send it a URL like this and you get XML back which looks like this. It's very easy, and what I'm going to do then is show you how to create a custom web search engine which uses this API and allows you to define a topic for your search engine, for instance, Colorado, and then anything you search for will have something to do with Colorado. It's quite useful actually, so let's get started. This is our blank page, and here we have our blank PHP file. When I first did this, you needed to have a Yahoo ID. Now you can just send any ID and it seems to work. It will limit you to, I think, 100 hits per day or something like that. But if you're just testing it out, it's just fine. So just define a Yahoo ID like that with 3 N's or something. And then we will say data equals get file, or file get, sorry about that, file get contents. And then this URL, http happy search yahoo.com web search service v1 web search query equals, and then some kind of keyword, and then be sure to send your app ID, which we'll call Yahoo ID, no problem, and that should be it. Now we need to define a keyword. Keyword equals Denver. Actually, let's do keyword equals skydiving or something with a space in it, because I want to show you how you can run into an error and then solve it. So now this variable here is data, and it has a whole bunch of XML in it from the web service. Now, what we're going to do with that is just display it. We'll do that like this. Echo pre-end NL2BR. We'll change all of the new lines to BR characters. HTML special chars. This will turn all of the greater than, less than tag symbols into those that we can see in the browser, and then close this, pre-end like that. So let's see what we get. And it says we have an error, and that's what I wanted to show you. You need to actually keyword, we'll call this the raw keyword. And then we'll have keyword, which is actually the URL encoding of that keyword, of the raw keyword. So, and that's what we're going to send it here. And try it again. So, we get a whole bunch of XML. And these, see, we send skydiving, and we see that the hits have to do with skydiving. Let's actually copy this and put it into Eclipse, so we can reformat it. New XML file, REST XML, copy it here. Then we'll do Control-Shift-F to reformat everything, and we can see it a little bit better. So it sends a result set. Inside the result set, a result. And the result has a title, skydiving, skydiving.com, the nationwide skydiving provider. Summary, the URL, etc. And with this XML, we can pick this XML apart and display the results in our own search engine. So let me show you how that works. Let's go in here and get rid of this. We have data now. So get XML, and now we want to define XML object. We'll call it XML equals. We'll use simple XML because it's so simple. And we'll load a string instead of a file. The string is data. We already saw that. And now we're going to output the results. So let's go through this with for each. For each XML result, and result is here. So it's going to go through each of these elements here. Eclipse has a nice folding feature for XML. So you can see these elements here that we're going through. Result as, and then we'll call it result. Okay. And then let's make our variables. Let's just make one to begin with. Title, that's going to be, let's see here. Title will be this. Title equals HTML special characters. We're just going to protect ourselves here. UTF-8 decode and result title. So that's nice protected code. And we have a title. Now let's show this title. Show echo title with the break so that we have it on each line. And so here we have all of the titles of the results. If we change our keyword to dog training, well then we get results about dog training. Now there's a whole bunch of other information in there that we can also display. So let's do that. There's summary, URL, click URL, display URL, modification date, MIME type, cache, etc. So what else do we want to get out of here? Let's get summary and click URL. That should be enough for our search engine. Summary, and click URL, click URL. Okay. So now let's use our expertise in CSS and make this look nice. So echo div, put it in a div so it's in one line, and then we need the click URL, easy enough. Okay, and then target. Okay, let's open up a new page for them, let's say, and then we want title. Wait, there's Eclipse is telling me that there's something wrong here. Title, that's right, that's right. Oh, I don't have a starting thing here. So now it's okay. And now let's keep going here with closing the A tag. And then that'll be fine with that. So let's see what we have so far. We have dog training here. And now it's just a hyperlink, which is nice. And then we'll do echo div style color, a little gray. Font size, maybe a little smaller, since this is the description. And margin left, put it in a little bit. Margin bottom, put it space after a little bit. And then display the summary. And div end done. Let's see how that looks. So that's a nice little result list. If I click one of these, Dog Training Basics homepage, it actually works. Super. Now I want to show you how to expand this and make a search engine that has a certain topic. So let's say I'm doing a website for a company in Colorado and they want to have a search engine on their machine that only returns results that have to do with Colorado. So let me make a little form here. Echo H1 Colorado search engine. Okay. And form method post, good enough. And then let's see here, input echo input type equals text. This is where they're going to type in their word. Search line value equals search line so that it returns what they typed in before. And let's close the form. That should be enough there. So that'll output, for instance, the form. And now we want to search only if they have typed in an entry. So we'll just do this here. If, let's see, search if there is an entry, and if is set search line, that's what they send, and trim search line. Let's be consistent here. Otherwise, PHP will treat those two as different variables. So, and then all of this we want to put in, and then there we go. So let me redefine these. Search line is going to be post search line, and full search line will add search line plus the topic, space the topic. So the trick of this is just adding a word, adding basically the topic that you want to have the results be about. And now full safe search line equals, and then URL encode full search line. And now we're going to actually search for the full safe search line. So I think that should be all. And now we have a little search engine. Let's look at it. So we will reload Colorado search engine. Let's look for cars. And the results are about cars, Concord cars, but they're also all about Colorado. If we change the topic to Kansas and search again, we have results that are about cars in Kansas. So this, I guess you could call it a little mashup, is an example of how you can take an API, which is very easy to access, just in a couple lines with REST, and turn it into something very creative, something very useful like a topic search engine.